Generic greetings and welcome to Green New Deal Simulator. Today's beverage is a very nice green tea, very predictable indeed. So welcome to Green New Deal Simulator. This is a casual card-based game about climate change and trying to achieve a zero emissions system. Now, obviously, on the face of it, that is a very heavy topic, and indeed it is. However, the game presents it in a very digestible, light-hearted manner, and it's very fun, it's educational, it focuses on a topic that I'm personally interested in and feel quite strongly about, and, well, it's also free. Not free to play with caveats, free. So link in the description if you want to check this thing out. It is basically the whole package, and I would recommend you play this thing. So let's go to new game, and you can probably watch me fail again because I have not yet won. I think it is inherently difficult because of the subject matter. So quick rundown through the UI. We have the currency meter on the left-hand side. At the top is time, which I guess is life's ultimate currency. If that goes to the end where the skull is, it is game over. I believe that represents 2050. On the right hand side we also have a meter showing our emissions, our pollution, whatever you like to call it. That has to get to zero before the time runs out. And in the center we have generic country, definitely not the USA, and each state or region as it calls them here has a couple of things. It has unemployment, which is shown by the different animals, and the higher the meter is, the higher the unemployment. If it goes to full, basically you can't really do anything. I like that it shows the ecological side of things and societal as well. I think that's a very, very fair thing to represent in the game. I digress. We've also got the pie charts, which green is the green electricity, zero emissions and renewable. We've got gasoline and natural gas in the sort of purpley colour, and then fossil electricity in the grey area. So we have to convert fossils to the electrical one, and then, fossils to the grey one and grey to green. That's essentially what we have to do, and we use a lot of different cards in order to achieve that. So the first one is the electrification program, represented by a bear insulating a loft, and we have tax breaks and grants to electrify heating in buildings, reduces natural gas consumption by 50%, disrupts gas producing regions. So if we move it around, we can mouse it over these regions and it shows you what it's going to do. However, we have a couple of areas that are, does it say disrupts gas-producing regions, and the unemployment is going up in here and in here. So realistically, the best course of action is to, you would think, put it in the area that is indeed a gas-producing region. Not only do you reduce unemployment by converting it over to, insulation into, reduce natural gas and move people over to that. I think we're going to do that, and we need to put people... I think we're going to put it there because that is one that is... the unemployment is a bit high there. All my bulbs are LED, isn't that enough? There's a lot of quotes in the game. Some of them I can repeat, some of them I can't. You may have to just pause the video. You may understand as we get through the game. And it wouldn't surprise me if many of the quotes were taken from certain news vendors. Anyway, high-speed rail, which is a cheetah chilling out on a train. Train lines that reduce gas consumption and facilitate commuting, spreads unemployment equally across the regions. And I think it affects all regions, so surely we want to go for a broad approach where we border many regions as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one borders 1, 2, 3, 4. This one 1, 2, 3. And this one is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to place it there. Public transportation. Affordable electric transit to reduce gasoline consumption. 2 times more effective in densely populated regions. Disrupts all oil refining regions. So the star there, or the asterisk, represents, the regions that will benefit because it's densely populated. But these 2 regions here are for refining. So that would be good. That pretty much takes that to 0, which is pretty good. I think I'm going to place it there. Right. Now we should uninvent the suburbs. Green Tech Lab. Research lab that develops new technologies for energy transition. Unlocks a new card. 2 times less expensive in research areas. So these areas would be great, but we're out of cash. So what do? Well, we skip the card and we gain some money. Pumped storage hydropower. And I apologise in advance. For some reason, it's just... Something's switched in my brain, and I keep saying pumped hydrogen storage. I don't know why, but it is definitely pumped storage hydropower. Works like a battery, making intermittent energy source more reliable, boosts green energy in all of the regions connected by a high-capacity line. We don't have any high-capacity lines in, and yeah, that's actually a beaver sitting on top of a dam. I'm fairly confident I've seen one of those in real life. It was either in Wales or Scotland. In fact, I might have seen in both, but I think it was Wales. Anyway, we're going to place this. We can only really place it there, there, or there. And they're really good, but it doesn't really do anything at this stage because there's nothing connected. So I'm going to hold that until we get some more lines. Oh, solar farm. A large grid of photovoltaic panels that absorb energy from the sun and convert it into electricity. 2 times more efficient in sunny regions, disrupts neighbouring regions. So where's the sunny regions? Here's pretty good. Here's pretty good. Here's pretty good. Yeah. So I guess... neighbouring regions. This neighbour's 1, 2, 3. This neighbour's 1, 2, 3, 4. This neighbour's 1, 2, 3. And this neighbour's 1, 2, 3, 4. So ideally, there. And they've also got high unemployment anyway. That'll help out. Wind farm. Large turbines converting wind into electricity. 2 times more effective in windy regions. Disrupts neighbouring. Wow. That really reduces the unemployment. We're going to put it there. And we're out of money, so it doesn't matter what the next one is. I lap as a farmer full-time and love rural landscape. The project disproportionately impacts me. Does it now? Clean biomass plant. Cow on a field next to what I originally looked at. And oh, why is there a pyramid there? It's obviously a transport conveyor with grain. Produces green energy by burning plant-based materials. The emissions are captured and turned into biochar fertilizer. Cheaper in rural regions. Guess what? We've got no cash. We're going to skip it for money. High capacity power lines. Yes, that is a squirrel in high vis, and that's not a sentence I thought I would ever say in life. So, spreads the surplus of future green energy projects across all connected nodes. I'm going to pair that with this thing. So what I want to do is start connecting up these nodes here. We have plenty of potential renewables. Unfortunately, it's not where people live. There's another solar farm there, and we want to again place it in a sunny area. That's pretty good. And that's the electrification program, which I don't think we have the money for. No, we don't. Let's just skip it. High-speed rail once again. And I mean, we could just reduce that. We need to reduce... That border's 1, 2, 3, 4. That border's 1, 2, 3, 4. Border's 1, 2, 3. We need to reduce the unemployment there. And that's bordering a fair few. That'll do for now. Green Tech Lab. Let's get one of these built. And where is the area with a fair amount of unemployment? That's the highest. And let's do that. So, new cards. We have a nuclear plant commission, carbon negative cement factory, and a smart grid. So, owl, pigeon, or donkey. All of these options are pretty cool. Infuses cement with carbon dioxide instead of releasing it into the atmosphere. Interesting. Smart grid upgrades the grid with energy storage and advanced communication technologies, boosts green energy in the region and neighbouring ones by 15%. So that's just the broad stroke approach. That is an interesting one. The carbon negative cement factory and nuclear plant commission adds nuclear power plant to the deck, doesn't advance time when played or skipped. I'm going to go with the smart grid because it seems like a fairly just broad stroke approach. Okay, so public transportation, that is a kangaroo with their Joey on their little bike thing. I'm gonna have to skip that for money. And oh, there's another pumped storage hydropower, nearly. I'm gonna get rid of that as well. And drought. Oh, climate change is causing water crisis and widespread crop failures. So there's unemployment gone right up there. Oh wow, okay. Right, so clean biomass plant produces green energy by burning plant-based materials, and it's either there or there. I guess it's going to have to go there. It's fairly cheap. There's another wind farm, and that will massively reduce the unemployment there. We're going to do that. Another electrification program, which I'm going to put in there. And can I put the hydro... Oh, we've got another. That's pretty good if we replace that there. Because these all connect, you see, because of the grid. Where's the most unemployment? It's about the same. Let's do that. Alright. I think we're getting there. Not at the rate that I want, but I don't know what else we can really do. We're definitely going to have to do that. Oh, but it's the The problem is if I place it there, well, we can't place it there. That would trigger a crisis if I place it there because of unemployment. Place it there, it is possible. So basically the only place I can put it is here. Or not do it at all. I will put it there. Biomass plant. That will trigger a crisis. I'm going to get rid of that. Green Tech Lab. We're going to go for that. Because that's going to decrease unemployment. Solar panel factory lowers the cost of future solar farms. Wind turbine factory increases the yield of future wind farms. And direct air capture plant uses green energy to extract CO2 directly from the atmosphere, resulting in negative emissions. Requires specific geological conditions. Alright. I'm going to go for... which one? Lowers the cost of solar panels or wind turbines? Lowers the cost of solar panels. There's another pumped storage, but it's not really useful at this stage, and I've got one stored. There's public transportation. That's going to give that a... yeah, that's going to give that a bit of a crisis there. I could put it there, but it's not very good. What I'm going to do, I'm going to place it there because I want to see what happens when we trigger that event. Oh, can we not do it? Oh, no, we'll trigger crisis. So I thought you could trigger crisis. You can't do it. You just can't do that. Okay, that's not ideal. What we'll do then is, I guess do that. That's not going to help. None of this would help. But at least I can spend that money. Then I can skip that. Ah. That'll be alright. Because they're gas. That's a gas-producing regions. But it reduces that as well. Alright. More connections. High-speed rail. Where's the most unemployment? It's quite high here. It'll affect 1, 2, 3 areas. This will affect 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put it there. Smart grid. That would affect a fair number of things. Boost grid energy in the region by, and neighbouring ones by 15%. But these are already maxed out, you see. Yeah. Are there? No, it does do it. Yeah. Does affect that. I guess it's a place to just put it where the unemployment is to reduce that down. Yeah. Okay. More pumped storage hydropower. Gonna have to skip that. Hurricane. Devastating hurricanes are becoming more frequent due to climate change. And now the weather forecast. We're all going to die! Okay. There is public transportation. Not got the money. Skip it. Another electrification program. I keep putting it here, it seems. I'm going to put it there for now. Solar farm. That will be good. Oh yeah, that reduces that massively. More high-speed rail. I don't think we have the money for it, do we? No. Skip that. And Green Tech Lab. Do we want to play that, or do we want to... Do we really want to play that? I think we want to hold that card. Oh yeah, let's go for cheaper solar panels. Now, I'm playing it... I can play it wherever. But does it only mean in that area? It just says lowers the cost of future solar farms. But does it mean in that area or just in general? Who knows? There's a wind farm. Which wouldn't really help out. Converting wind into electricity. 2 times more effective in windy regions, disrupts neighbouring regions. So those will, because of the grid connection, will work, but we need to convert this first. Let's go with, instead then, do some research. Carbon farming program. Subsidize set agricultural practices that aim to sequester CO2 at the soil. 50% cheaper agricultural in regions. Oh, that's pretty good. Nuclear plant commission and offshore wind Large wind turbines in high seas. Now, we didn't go down that route. I'm going to see what the nuclear power thing does, because I've not actually tried it. Technology's already here, we just have to make it dirt cheap. Let's skip that. There's more grid connections. We're going to connect the grid up there, I think. There's smart grid, in fact. We're going to put it in... What I'm doing is looking on the right-hand side, here, and looking to see what would hit the most. So if anything, there's pretty good, and there's good. I think that's slightly better. But I'm going to put it there just to reduce that unemployment. Clean biomass plant. And it's fairly cheap. Let's get that down. Upgrade solar farms. We can place it as well. I'm going to actually hold that. And there's the nuclear plant commission. Ah, we're going to have to... Oh, so we can't place it because we haven't got enough money. I'm going to have to skip it, which doesn't give us any money. Get rid of solar farms then. And then we'll go for maybe nuclear there. Right. Well, it'll take a while to design this reactor. Thanks a lot. Safety regulation. Yeah, well, yeah. I think we want safety regulations when it comes to nuclear power. Or any sort of power, really. Has to be safe. That's pretty good. The clean biomass. I'm going to skip it for money. Escape from the desert. Global warming making desert cities unviable. People are moving. Alright. Let's go from the IPCC. Ah! High-speed rail again. And... I'm going to put it there. There. More wind farms. It's not bad. But that's really good, according to this meter. Green Tech Lab again, more research. Going to use what we have. Disrupts gas producing regions. This is more electrification programs. I think there. Smart grid. Again, I'm just mousing around now. See where the biggest bang for our buck is on the right hand side. And apparently it's... It's either there or there. There, actually, and it reduces the unemployment, which is what we need there. There's another pumped storage. No, not for us. Public transportation system. Is anywhere where we've got high unemployment? That reduces that to pretty much nothing, which is excellent. Wow. Let's go there. The subway is too crowded, that's why nobody uses it. Well, that's a bit of a paradox, isn't it? Let's connect that up. Get that grid connected. With a smart grid. Like I say, just taking a broad stroke approach with this thing. Just go around and see where we get the biggest effect. So there. Public transportation. Not enough money, we'll have to skip that. There's another hydropower. Going to skip that as well. Definitely need to reduce this. There's another lines. Maybe... down there. Oh, capital strike. Capitalists are opposing the green economy by crashing the financial markets. Thanks for that. Let's go for some solar. And I think the biggest effect was there. And that has high unemployment. That's really cheap as well there. More farming. So it's either there or there. We'll say there. Nuclear plant commission. Let's go for it over there maybe. Or is it too expensive? I will place it there. More high-speed rail. Maybe there. Yeah. Wind farm we're going to have to get rid of because of the money. But this is the approach we have to take. It's trying to balance time, disruption, and the overall goal. That has to go there. Green Tech Lab. Place a Green Tech Lab in. We now have direct air capture plants, offshore wind farm, and carbon farming. I guess offshore wind? Let's try offshore wind. Oh, hang on. Nuclear power plant. Generates electricity through nuclear fission. Not renewable, but factored as green due to its low carbon footprint. Removed from the deck after use. And not enough money. Okay, I'll just put that on hold then. I need to hold that for now. Wind turbines. Well, naturally, it's going to go there. Oh, there's another nuclear power plant. I'm going to have to get rid of one. And I think that's you can only use it once. Typical. Okay. Let's just scout this around a bit. I think there. Not there. And nuclear plant decommission. All nuclear power plants have been shut down, reducing the green energy in the region. Okay. That's suboptimal. We need to get rid of that for money. You need loads of money for that thing. Let's use it though. And there we go. Power plant. High speed rail. I think we'll get rid of it for money. Green Tech Lab again. See, I don't think we're going to win this. We're over halfway. Emissions not so much. Let's quote Mark Watney. We're going to have to science the hell out of this. We got direct air capture plant. Reduction in emissions. Well, resulting in negative emissions. Nuclear fusion research. Highly experimental and unproven energy generation process. And wind turbines. So I guess you could try and go high tech. You could try go for existing technology and just make it better, or just capture. There's many different ways. Prevention, or go for prevention, or go for cleaning up after the fact. I mean, we do use wind farms. Let's go for that. This is going to be some sun. Oh, the sun is shining. The sun is shining very well around here. Because we've got the grid connections, it's worked out very well. Oh, hang on. This is even a better one. I'm gonna hold that offshore wind until we get another one of these. So where were we gonna place this wind farm? There. So I want to connect it to an area. Like that. Or that actually. Yeah, because that would get all of those as well. Let's keep hold of that then for now. Let's go for that. Gonna have to skip that one. More nuclear power plants. Wow, that just makes that green entirely. Let's go for that. Rising sea levels. More and more people are moving out of the coastal regions. Oh, okay. Oh, yes, Miami is gone, but it's still very bad news. Bit of a dig there. Nuclear plant commission. We're going to have to skip it. No money as well for that. Another smart grid. Not enough money. This is going to be... Yeah, that goes there. Not enough money. There's nuclear power commission again. Put it there. Another transmission line. Right, I think that wind farm would be good there. Even better there. Alright, that's reducing that down. We'll skip the next one. High-speed rail. I'm just trying to get the best reduction in... Well, we need to reduce... We need to reduce unemployment and reduce the emissions before the time runs out. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? That will turn that middle one entirely to green. I'm going to go there. More solar. Which isn't really going to affect much unless I reduce this. Oh, automation. Drivers and warehouse workers are being replaced by robots. Okay. Let's go for maybe that there. Carbon tax, interesting. So I think you only get some of these cards as the time progresses on. Okay, so it says a corporate tax on carbon emissions increases the revenues from skipping cards. Some businesses will move or downsize as a result. Doesn't advance time when played or skipped. And placing it in some areas is going to massively increase. Whoa, that massively increases unemployment. I'm going to place it. This is where we're going to have some problems here. There's wind turbine production. We'll do that. I'm going to have to get rid of that one just because we have to. Research. Possibly. Skip it for now. Offshore wind. So offshore wind would massively help in a couple of areas. There. There. It's going to be there. And I guess it's just the last bit of sort of farming areas now. What's got the most unemployment? That one. More grid connections, which I'll connect up to there. Ah, jobs crisis. Useless and/or obsolete office workers are being laid off. There. My office job has been automated with 12 lines of code. I'm not surprised. Okay. Let's see about this one here. It's actually not going to do much. Oh, over there it would. Let's go for there. Skip the nuclear plant. Do I put? Well, I can't put the nuclear plant in. We're going to get rid of the nuclear plant for money. We'll do that. Offshore wind. Oh, that's massively going to hit because of the grid connections. And then I think that's one of the takeaway. That's a big takeaway. Look, if you've got grid connections, you're all okay. That's what the game is telling me here, right? Upgraded wind farm. That would help. Wildfire. Massive unemployment there. There's carbon tax. That would trigger basically unemployment there. There's green tech lab. Do you want to put that in? I think I'll put that in. I think we're going to go with this carbon farming program. There's pumped storage, which is not going to help. High-speed rail. That will help reduce some of this. That one. Solar. Again, that's pretty good. But I've upgraded solar farm in storage. So, I mean, where do I put it? Where's the most unemployment? It's pretty high there. That'll work. That won't do much. Skip that. We're getting close. We're getting close. Yeah, I think we are getting close to being able to get this done. There. Climate refugees. Influx of refugees at the southern border. They're fleeing war, famine, disasters by climate change. Yeah, so unemployment's going to go up there. Offshore wind. That will massively fix that area. That would affect them as well. All through the list. I'm going to hold it for now until we reduce more stuff. That's going to be... Where's the best place for it? There. Don't want nuclear pump permission. Get rid of solar for money. Could place a nuclear power plant. I've still got the conversions to do. That's where I'm stuck at now. That's a big problem. Even if I skip it, it's so much money. I mean, I guess I'm best spending placing one of these. And then holding onto it. Rising sea levels. Turbines we'll have to get rid of. And this is the one I was hoping for. Yeah. Green tech. I guess we'll put the nuclear power plant in. Reduces that. Green tech. Skip for now. See if putting it in here, it's going to trigger the unemployment thing. No, I'm going to have to hold it for now. There's more climate refugees. Yeah, it's just... I think we've just failed on the... because of the unemployment. There's carbon tax. That's going to not work out. Put it there. Pump storage. Regardless of where I put it, it's not ideal. Nuclear power plant. Oh, that's just removed all of that. Yeah, I think that's going to be game over. High voltage line we can't put in. I'm going to skip. I'm going to remove that one. Put in the connection. Where do we need to connect it? I don't think we need to connect anything anymore, actually. The grid is pretty much in. The only place it's not in is there, but it doesn't really matter. I'll put it in anywhere. Carbon tax will skip. We're so close. Oh, job transition program offers legacy workers training opportunities and unemployment benefits. Oh, so that just reduces unemployment. Excellent. Well, I'll place it in there. This will be pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4 areas we can place it. That's ideal. For stuff that's high density, but that's done. There's also some winter's not coming. Yeah, that's got a bit warm. High capacity power lines we're going to get rid of. Offshore wind farms. Oh, that's going to massively help. We can place it there. I'll place it there. It's going to go there. Green farming. Take the money. Hurricane. Ah, that is going to bump that up now. That's going to trigger events across the way. We're going to have to go with farming there. Upgraded wind there. Maybe. Oh, I can already tell it's not going to go well. Automation. Yeah, more and more events. There's smart grid. We could place smart grid in there. High speed rail. Nah, time's up. Time's up. Failed. Failed again. Right. So, the country is descending into chaos. Eco-socialism failed. Only a strong boar can deal with this crisis. I will make sure the American way of life, or does say American, isn't disrupted by runaway climate change. Time to give authoritarianism a chance. Game over. That is a bit of Green New Deal Simulator. As I said, a difficult one, although the subtleties are somewhat lost in certain parts, and there's different, obviously, ways you can go. You can go for the high-tech stuff, for the risky stuff, more efficiency, connecting stuff up early, dealing with everything separate. There's many different ways. The takeaway is, as I said, it is a very fun game. It is educational. It is free, which is all good as well. And I think presents everything in a fairly nice, well-rounded package. Either way, I hope you have enjoyed this little look at Green New Deal. If you want to see more or have any tips, comments, suggestions, etc., then by all means let me know. And if you want to try it, then link is in the description. So yeah, hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care and generic partings.